When she started her studies, 23-year-old Nokwanda Mtambo from Soweto was struck by the expensive looks, clothing and excessive shopping her fellow classmates enjoyed. Her friends were so-called slay queens who depend on rich men to maintain their lifestyle. They introduced her to her own blesser, a wealthy married man who was more than 20 years her senior.
He was just saying I'm his queen. With the gifts. Who doesn't love jewelry, right? Can't say no.
But the gifts did not come for free. Mtambo soon discovered that she'd need to perform sexual favors. This is when she started having second thoughts.
You know, so it was like, do I really want this? It kind of just felt like I was being invited into, sorry to say this, but type of prostitution. But then now I have to now make do with whatever just comes by, just because of the fact that you want this life that you want soft life, lavish, you know, luxurious.
A soft life, or the struggle to survive. In a society where money and power are concentrated in the hands of men, Mtambo is not alone. Some men even believe money gives them the right to control a woman's freedom. 46-year-old Mandla Vilakazi has 3 mistresses. He does not allow them to work, leave the house without his permission, or own a salvo.
Women are easily tempted, so we need to control them. They need to be in your fingertips. Hence, for me, I work very hard. I went to school so that I can have money, I can have power, I can control them.
That his behaviour might entirely undermine his girlfriend's right to self-determination seems of little concern to Vilakazi. Both he and his friend claim to pay their girlfriends around 400 euros each. For Zibu Mahlangu, this is pure business.
That's the whole point. So now what we do is we take care of women, then what we get in return is love. That's all. That's all. Nothing else.
So you mean sex?
Yes, sex, being taken care of, just someone making you feel special.
In a recent South African health survey, 1 in 10 young women reported to have had transactional sex. This is a massive problem, says author Jackie Pamotse. We meet the author in an upmarket hotel in Johannesburg. Pamotse is well known for her book, which spills the beans on the blesser and blessee culture. Pamotse experienced the fluid borders between transactional sex and human trafficking.
I've read one or two books.
I've read
of yours.
You are very
Scary
famous.
things, remember?
And we like
We
you.
work in this hotel.
And you see things,
See
yeah.
things, and we say, you know, when we see these things, I remember all the things that are written in that book, and they are scaring me. It's not funny.
gosh.
As a young girl, she ran away from a violent home and became involved with a very wealthy man. A few months into their relationship, he took her on a private yacht with politicians, businessmen, and their mistresses. Being trapped in the middle of the ocean, she had no choice but to endure being raped multiple times.
You can be traded like this in a heartbeat. If a minister wants to buy you, they'll buy you, regardless of who you're dating in the group. So even if you're dating the wealthiest man in the group, he can trade you off for a business deal because the minister's there.
After 4 traumatizing years, Pamotse managed to escape the grasps of her blesser. She fled abroad, where she wrote a book about her experiences. A warning that the world of glamour that we see on our phones and internet platforms is sometimes far from the actual truth.
Social media gives us an illusion of perfection, comfort, luxury, acceptance, and people fall for that illusion. And you don't even know that just to get a handbag or this drink in front of us, what are the many other things did you have to do just for that one image?
Back in Soweto, Vilakazi meets his girlfriend, Ombile Zuma. He wants to buy her a new handbag, which is nice. But Zuma is not only in it for the luxuries. She has a baby and needs the money to buy basic necessities to pay rent. And she's well aware of the dependency she finds herself in.
It's sad that as young girls we have to sleep with older guys and pretend as if you're okay with everything just because of money. Because around here, chances of jobs there are 0% chances of getting a job around here. So you do anything and everything to get whatever you want at that certain time and place.
With a post-COVID economy in shatters and an unemployment rate of over 60%, the outlook for these young women is bleak. Being blessed becomes a basic way of survival, and the female body an object that can be bought and bartered.